Hello. Guess what? We're stuck in traffic. You know what that means? I'm gonna talk to you. Why? I have no idea. Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome to Alex's Animal Kingdom, or Rowan Liddell's Writing Corner. I have basically been, again, struggling with not sleeping well. I've been struggling with balancing writing and my many other jobs. And by many other jobs, I mean 6 other jobs. I have 6 jobs, which includes writing. So that has been interesting. Yes, you're at a very odd angle, so I'm sorry. Just deal with it. This is the only way I can do anything hands off. But while I'm stuck in traffic, because there's apparently road work ahead, yeah, I just figured I'd take the moment to sit and chat you up about what's been going on in the life of Alex. In the life of Alex, we have a lot of work that has to get done, including housework and writing work and drawing work, because I'm also trying to improve my drawing skills. My pipe dream is that I would be animating shorts of my stuff, but seeing as I barely even have the capability of drawing a picture, like I said, it's a pipe dream. But I've actually gotten better at drawing, at least I think I have, since getting a digital artistry doomaflocky. That's my fancy name for my Chromebook. Since getting a Chromebook, I have been improving my artwork, and it's been very exciting. I'm actually trying to draw several pieces of not only the main characters of my White Dragon series, but also I have a pantheon of gods that kind of extends and overarches into all of my projects. Like, in one way or another, they appear in all of my projects. They kind of are my personal Dark Tower sort of thing. Dark Tower series being the series that Stephen King wrote, where all of his books somehow, or most of his books somehow, tie into it. So, yeah, I'm a Stephen King fan. I can't help it. It is my favorite book. I love it. I am fired and wired for the next It movie. That's not how you say fired and wired. I try to keep up with meme culture. Speaking of meme culture, I actually went to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse this weekend, and I'm officially dead. This is a corpse you are speaking to. My funeral was right after the movie's credits finished, and it was a very nice funeral too, filled with gorgeous music and animation. I absolutely am in love with it. No, I'm not making a spider sona. Yeah, I'm lying. I'm a liar. I'm a filthy liar. There's a cheese wagon behind us. It's escaping the traffic. Good for you, cheese wagon. By cheese wagon, I mean bus. In case anybody else in this world doesn't realize what cheese wagon means. That's something I've realized. I use terminology in ways that people don't typically use terminology. Like, I used to say the word titch a lot, like just a titch of salt, or just a titch of sarcasm. And apparently that was not actually a phrase. I thought it was. My family uses it. I use it. What else do I do? That people, I'm gonna go ahead and park because we stuck here. We stuck here, fam. Apparently the phrase bust a nut means something entirely different that I'm not going to go into the meaning, because, see, we use it in my family to say we're getting angry, we're mad, but apparently it means something else. It's not the first time I've accidentally made inappropriate jokes. I'm cursed. So, story time. One time I was talking to a coworker at my tech job, and this coworker mentions I really just want a sugar daddy to pay for all of my tech wishes. And me, being the putz that I am, look her dead in the eye and say, I could think of many different uses for a sugar daddy. Yeah, because apparently that was appropriate to say at work. I literally just said, okay, I'm walking away now. I think we're moving! Are we moving? Ah! We're moving! Okay, so I'm going to continue talking about what? We just don't know. What else is new in the life of Alex? I discovered the games Drakengard and Nier. See, I'm not familiar with a lot of games. I'm not familiar with Yoko Taro. I am familiar with this concept of problematic characters doesn't necessarily mean they're bad characters. I was not prepared for the level to which he took that. Hi, workers. I'm trying to be nice and not run over your stuff. But I was not prepared for Yoko Taro's brand. And by brand, I mean, I don't know why you fellows are here, but you know what? You do you. You can do it. I believe in you. I was not familiar. And I believe there was a time where I actually did know about him and his story. And I did know that it pissed a lot of people off because he had a pedophile as a main character. And if I ever am monetized, I'm about to be demonetized for saying that word. But he had one of those as a main character. And in the American version, as opposed to the Japanese version, it's incredibly subtle. Like, the character's name is Leonard. This is specifically Drakengard 1. If you ever play it, at least you will go in knowing the things that I did not. But Leonard lost his entire family. Actually, they were just a bunch of kids that he was fawning over. That messed me up. I didn't realize that's what was going on, but again, the American version toned it down a lot. God. I'm kind of glad they did, but at the same time, I started off liking that character because I didn't realize it. I mean, later on, I started listening to the other characters saying, something's weird going on. Something is really weird going on with this character. And I started to think, I'm like, what is wrong with this character that everybody's messing around with him? What's going on here? And then I researched it. I know things now, many valuable things, that I hadn't known before. It's not nice to know a lot. I just thought I'd say that there. But nobody in those games is likable. And I kind of enjoy that. Because nowadays, with the culture of everybody has to be likable, you cannot have any flawed characters. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's a real argument there. But this idea that having problematic faves is bad, I don't think it's productive, because if you look at the reality of life, everybody's problematic in their own way. Now, I'm not saying you have a free license to enjoy a dude who happens to like little kids. No. To me, there are certain things that are unforgivable, and that is one of them. Hello, son! I'm a vampire! I don't want to be outside! But, to me, that's something that's unforgivable. However, circling back to my point of the idea that you can't have problematic favorites in any genre, that in itself is a problematic opinion. Because, I'm sorry, I've done things that I'm not proud of. I know at least, you know what, not even at least, I know everyone has done things they are not proud of. And to say that they can't exist in a story because they've done things they shouldn't be proud of, I think that's stupid, unrealistic, and just, I'm covering my face because I'm hideous and I have a double chin, and it's just bad. Like, how can you expect to enjoy a story if all of your characters are perfect? That's one of the reasons why A Modest Proposal was such a controversial book, aside from the fact that John Milton is, in general, just a crap human being. But primarily is that he made Satan out to be a sympathetic protagonist, or rather anti-hero. And meanwhile, God is just, he's still this all-powerful being that we don't know a lot about. We just know that he put the latest smackdown on Satan's candy ass. And, which is, I am still technically a Christian, so that's good. That's good in my humble opinion. But, at the same time, if we had subscribed to the notion of we cannot have problematic characters be sympathetic, we wouldn't have A Modest Proposal. We wouldn't have the many takes on Lucifer that we do now. And I mean, there are a lot of hot takes on him now. I mean, the actor who plays Lucifer Morningstar in the show Lucifer is hot. Yeah, that's my priorities. Lucifer's hot. Wow. Speaking of problematic faves. Anyhow, if we didn't have stories like that, think of how dull storytelling would be. How boring. That's the number one complaint I hear about writing heroes, is that they're boring. And for my final say of today, I'm going to give you a tip. This is how you make your heroes interesting. Put them in a scenario where they are the enemy. Now then, you will have something interesting. I did not go into this thinking that I was going to have a good point, but now that I have, I feel better about myself. I feel better about making vlogs, especially while stuck in traffic. So, on that note, I will check you guys on the flip. Thank you for listening to me rant and ramble. At least I wasn't screaming at the highway. That makes me happy. I'm going in now because my dog is barking at me and he's becoming very stressed. Bye, guys! Hello, this is Editing Alex. And Editing Alex would like you to know that she did not mean to say A Modest Proposal by John Milton, because A Modest Proposal is by Jonathan Swift and talks about satire. What she meant to say was Paradise Lost. I'm just an idiot, and this is why I'm trying to learn to do impromptu speech talking. Blah 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 blah. Goodbye. I am trying to learn to improvise so that I don't have mistakes such as these in my videos. Yeah, we're done here.